Okay, so today's little job is cleaning out the water tank. It's pretty dirty in there. I've managed to pump out as much water as possible using the pump. We're down to the last few litres just sitting in the bottom, but I need to wipe all this out and then sterilise it. We'll never use it for drinking. We always drink bottled water, but for the showers and the toilet and that, I'd rather it be clean, and obviously it'll protect the pump as well by getting it nice and clean. So yeah, just getting in there and giving it a good scrub. Right, see you in a bit. Okay, so that's all cleaned out, as clean as I can get it with a cloth. I will sterilise that now with a little bit of bleach and water, and just leave it empty until we go and use it. One of the mistakes I think they made with the first of their motorhomes was that there was no drain facility for the water tank. So if you're winterizing, you're always going to be left with a little bit of water in the bottom of the tank, which of course is going to freeze, hopefully not doing any major problems, or giving any major problems. But yeah, most modern camper vans, motorhomes these days have got a winterizing facility where you can just drain the cold water tank and the hot water tank as well. But that's the next job, because we're going to move on to the hot water and just see where we're up to with that. I haven't even tested it yet, so we could be in for surprises, or it could actually be hunky-dory. Let's just go and see. So I'll see you shortly. So a little job for today, because as you can see outside, it is absolutely chucking it down. So what we've got today is, this is the chip that I think has burnt out over time. It's a TCA 965, and so I have just removed it from the board, just using the soldering iron and my little solder sucker. So basically you heat the pads up, and then you just apply this and it sucks out the solder, and basically that's what it does. It just collects all the old solder, and then you can gently prise this one out. I would have preferred to have put a socket in here, but I forgot to order one. So I'm just going to solder the new one, which came this time from Aliexpress. They're about 10 euros. Unfortunately, I can't find anybody in Europe who sells them. So yeah, it had to come from China. Anyway, it arrived. So now we'll get back to reinstalling that, and then see if that fixes a problem. So I will see you shortly. So I've just jury-rigged up a 12-volt supply to it, bearing in mind that this was doing absolutely nothing previously. That is the battery connection, showing it's green, because it should be, because it's over 12-volt supply. Obviously I can't test the other ones until I get it in the van, but that is now working, so I can go and reinstall it. So yeah, for 10 euros, because this was unobtainium. Nobody would ever have one of these ever. So very pleased with that. Now we've got that working. We'll go and reinstall it. See you soon. Well, we had some very heavy rainstorms last night. I still got a leak. Anyway, I've just found out where it is, and a couple of the screw holes in the Herzim strip, that's the aluminium strip that goes along the top of the roof and has a plastic insert into it. Anyway, a couple of the screws were missing from the strip, as I found out. And what was happening was the rain was very slightly seeping down underneath the Herzim strip and into the wood on the inside. It's only a very, very slight. I mean, it's literally just maybe a drop every 5 minutes or something like that. It's not a lot, but it was sufficient just to make the wallpaper lift. And so I've just pulled that back now, just let that dry off. Fortunately, the wallpaper is waterproof. So once that has all dried, and then I've just used some sealant across the Herzim strip until I get some hot, nice dry weather, and I can then pull all that strip off and then just pull the insert off and then reseal it and put some new screws in there. So at the moment it is now fully waterproof on the roof, just waiting for this to dry out a little bit, and then we can put it all back together again. But the joys of owning an older motorhome. After 42 years, I guess we expect this. But anyway, problem solved. Fortunately, there's no other damage anywhere. It's not, the water's not gone anywhere. It's only literally gone down 8 to 10 inches over the last 2 or 3 months. So it's not major. Anyway, all fixed now and ready for the next job. See you shortly. So back in the van. And this is the dashboard of the original Renault Traffic, and the one thing that's missing is a rev counter. Reason for it is that if you know the torque curve of your engine, it'll help you get up and down the hills and further down the south of France into the mountains, into the Alps. And so knowing the right gear and the torque curve allows you to get the most efficient climb up the hills. I've only got 48 horsepower. I don't have very much torque, so every little bit I can get is important. So looking as to where this is going to be located, and then right in front of me there is an ashtray. And of course, we don't smoke, never going to smoke, don't need an ashtray. We're going to use that in order to locate that into there. That is a €6 rev counter. Came from, this one came from Aliexpress. Comes with a pod, but I don't want to use the pod. I'm actually going to cut a nice hole in here and mount that in there. And the wires, I believe, we've got a red, which is permanent live. We've got a where are we? Red permanent live, a white, which is switched live from the ignition. A yellow goes to illumination, black goes to earth, and then the green one is the one that connects to the distributor. Sorry, no it doesn't. It connects to the coil. So that's easy enough to run through the bulkhead and connect it. So that's the job for the next video. I will be installing that and getting it working, and hopefully adding a bit more of a feature to the dashboard. Alongside the Android head unit, which has got all the features there. And then this became a bit of a disaster, and I don't know where I've put it, but essentially the cup holder I got for this is completely wrong. Even with the metal cage installed in here, the whole thing just fell all the way through. So whatever it was not one DIN size. So we're going to replace that, and I'm going to have to come up with a better idea for some sort of slide out cup holder. I might take the bit that we returned, which they didn't actually want back. So they just gave me the money back, gave me the refund. So I might try and modify that and get something 3D printed to make it work. But yeah, this is a problem. Basically, the ones that they give us just fall all the way through, as you can just see there. It just isn't the right size. So yeah, we'll have to rethink that one and get something sorted for that. But that's all for the next episode. So I will catch you all later on. And as you can see, it is pouring with rain here. So I'm just looking forward to a nice bit of warmer weather so we can get outside and get a few more jobs done. Right, I shall see you all shortly. Take care.